Hello, everybody. Bray, Matt, how are you? Danimal, Dan, even. How are you? Let me know. Can you hear me? Because I don't know. I don't know. Can you? I hope you can. Pog. Interesting. I don't know what pog means. Excellent. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, start lobbing them in now into the chat, and I'll get to them as we go through. This probably won't be that long because I still don't feel 100%. But we'll do the two giveaways because I meant to do them ages ago and cover any questions that people have that pop up. So duct tape plug. That's because I don't want that one to be plugged out. Chris, when am I next on track? Hopefully April. April is the goal. I might come up and have a look Sunday if I'm all feeling better and stuff. I'll come up and have a look. We'll see because the F1 is on Sunday as well. So lol, you are doing this. Doing what? A live stream? I've done live streams before. So we have 15 people. We'll wait. I'm not going out on Sunday, Chris. No way. I'm going to ride up in like jeans, so I definitely can't. I don't know. Maybe I'll book the half day and take the Aprilia out. We'll see. All right. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then we'll start doing the giveaway draw things. Hello, Tomash, Stephen, Chris, Bry. I already said hello to Bry. Bry, I retract the second hello. Roads of Oz, Paul, Colum, how are you? And Test, what do you think of Australia? Would you ever move there? Ray, hi all. Ed, how are you? No, Colum, Mondello. Mondello's track day on Sunday in Mondello, so I might go up to spectate, not ride, spectate. Test, absolutely. I would consider moving to Australia. I'd consider moving anywhere that has more sun than Ireland, to be honest. So that's most places. How's it going, Mitch? Before I'm not famous, Ed. Definitely not. Dennis, how are you? Lars, hello. Paulie, how are you getting on? Sean. Anyway, hi backpack. Hello, how are you? Kate, even. He's playing me at the dinner table. I apologize. You have to listen to me over dinner. Okay, so there's 23 people here. We'll start doing the giveaways. So the first one is for the 5,000 subscriber video. All you had to do was comment or put goose in a comment. So I prepared this earlier. I'm not sure. Can I share my screen? Nope. Is there a way to share my screen? This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm not sure. Can I? Colum, Bry is based in the US, so. Bry, you've done these before. Is there any way to share my screen? Don't need any more questions coming in. Hello, everyone else who's joined. I'm just gonna Google. Can I share my screen? Turn your camera on. Do you know what? That's the easiest way to do it. We'll do that. So, here you go. This is the YouTube random comment picker. Ooh. So, as you can see, there's the goose. There's the link to the video. So all I'm going to do now, and I know this is backwards, but it's just so you see it live and see that I'm not cheating anyone. So start the raffle and pick a random winner. And the random winner is Landshark African Motovlogs. Where did he put? He had Goose. There you go. So he did get Goose in there. So Landshark, I don't think he's in the comments yet. But I will message him right now on his comment on that video and let him know he's won. Um, it's too late to say goose, lads. So Landshark wins a T-shirt or a hat or something, whatever he wants. Is there any other questions coming in before we do the next one? Morning, Moto. G Spot, how are you? Dave. Yes, congrats to Landshark. So a hat, a T-shirt, or a hoodie, whatever he picks, I'll get that sent out to him. Geese, yes, multiples of geese. I'll just throw that message to him there now. Right. Okay. So the next one that we have is the Dango Designs one. So this is far away. I should have put them up near me. These guys. So you'll build whoever wins can pick one of these, whichever one they want color wise. The Dango Designs mounts. My one that I'm currently using is over here somewhere. There it is. So that's the one I use at the moment with the GoPro. I just mount the GoPro on there when it's in its case. And honestly, these things are dead handy. I really like them. So basically, what I ended up doing was originally it was supposed to be I would pick the 10 comments of people who expressed interest in actually winning one or using one. As it turned out, only 9 people actually expressed an interest in the comments. A couple of people excused themselves, such as Danimal, who's in the comments there. He said he's already after buying one, so he didn't want to win one. He said let someone else win it, which is very nice of him. So the 9 people, and I'm just going to show you here again. So you have 1 to 9, Luke Lane, Roads of Oz, the name's Dave, USA on a Harley, Dacia Rebel, Crumbly Mal, I can't pronounce your new name, man. Mike, Stephen Coughlin, and Tommy Monaghan. So 1 to 9, you've seen the numbers. I'll do a random number generator now, and we'll go from there. So Google random number generator. I spelled that completely wrong, and Google corrected me. It's great. So 1 to 9, and I'll turn the camera around so you can see this again. Hold on, just pull this over here so I can see where it's looking. There we go. So we're going to hit generate, and the number is 9. So the person who won is, can you see that? Tommy Monaghan. There you go, Tommy. If you're on here, let me know. Again, if not, I'll drop a comment into the comments, so that you know you've won. But that's the 2 giveaways. So basically, I'll contact Tommy if he's not on here at the moment, which he probably isn't, because I didn't really give people much information for this live stream, and he can pick whichever one of these he wants color wise. So I actually have those comments. Yes, congrats, Tommy. I have those comments open right now, so I'll just find his comment and let him know he's won. I assume he's down at the very bottom. Yes, he is. You won the giveaway. So anyone else who does want to get those that mount, you can use my discount code Gorilla10. I think it's all caps. To buy one of these on dangodesigns.co.uk. I'm not sure does it work for the .com site. They still haven't gotten back to me on that, but I will ask them again and see. So when is the draw for the crush washers? There's no draw for crush washers, Chris. They're far too valuable. I need all of them. I just see Paulie there. Yeah, I don't know why, right? So I actually have on my YouTube channel, I have it set to not filter any comments at all. So none. It still kicks certain comments into the filter, and I have to approve them. I don't know why. And then there's other ones that pop up. I can see them come in, and then YouTube just deletes them. So even when I click on them, they're gone. I don't know why it happens. It's really strange. But apologies about that. There's literally nothing I can do. Absolutely not. There's no giveaway on the Gixxer ever, Lewis. Not a chance. Um, You ever see that vid on the Late Late Show where you won something she did not want? No, but I'll Google it afterwards. That's ridiculous. I mean, if you win it and you don't want it, I don't know, just give it to a charity shop or something. Someone wants it, so I don't know. Um, but that's kind of also why I set that giveaway up in that way, because it's only people who really actually want the mount. Obviously, commented saying um, this is why I want it. So it just kind of made up for it, to give people the chance to actually say, yeah, I'd like it, because I don't think anyone ever wants useless junk clogging up their house that they aren't going to use. So yeah. Joni, sorry, I just joined. What did you give? I gave away one of these, and also a piece of like a hat or a hoodie or a t-shirt from what I did. But they were given away technically like over a month ago, because they were specific videos you had to watch. Dave, how to smartly live stream. Thank you. It wasn't my idea. Someone else suggested that. Um, so does anyone else have any questions or anything like that? Because I can't actually pull in guests on this one because it's not through StreamYard. I deleted that ages ago. But what's the plans for St. Patrick's Day? Currently, nothing. I definitely want to watch the F1 on Sunday, but also want to go up to Mondello on Sunday. Definitely want to go for a spin, because I have been stuck in isolation since last Sunday. So kind of sucks a little bit, getting a bit fed up of it. But I did get loads of work done on the bikes, so yeah, we'll see. Daniel, next giveaway, ride a bike with. Listen, I have 4 bikes here. If anyone ever wants to ride bikes, let me know. I'm not sure how insurance works with that in Ireland, but there's bikes there. People are more than welcome to come and ride a bike with me. Shea Trainer, what would you buy and import next? That's a good question. I would love to buy something either from Spain or Italy and ride back from there. Obviously, I still have a kind of a love affair with fast bikes. Um, I'd love an R1. I'd love a ZX10, GSX-R 1000, but I don't know, could I ride any of those back? That's It's a bit far for me to be on a sports bike, but we'll see. We'll see. There will be one eventually, I hope. Um, we'll see what the bike is. I don't know. Even like a CB500, I'd happily ride one of them back to be class. Um, am I out of the Rona, Lewis? Technically, by Irish government standards, yes, I am free to move around now, but I still feel absolutely terrible. So, well, not terrible, but just not good. I can breathe again, which is nice. Um, when's the House 2 series starting? Chris, don't be putting pressure on me for videos, right? I'll start the How 2 series when I remember, pretty much. That's mainly the thing. I pronounced your name right. Ah, cool. Thank you very much. Ed, is Lucky Luke okay? Honestly, look, Luke is fine. If if and when I see him in person again, I might give him an old nudge to make a video on. You know, I think he's done with YouTube, just so, because I actually get asked that question a lot. But yeah, last time I was talking to Luke, he was absolutely fine. Just wasn't doing the YouTube thing anymore. Um, Crumbly just got my Insta360 yesterday. Do you have spatial media met? You're gonna have to explain that word, because I haven't a clue. I press play on the Insta360 and it does its job, and I take this stuff off it. So yeah, a Ducati from Milan. Yes, absolutely. I would love a Ducati. A Ducati in the shed would be a very, very nice addition. Questions drive me crazy, no pun intended. I've 2 rounded Allen bolts under my headlight, not much space. Any idea how to remove them? Can't drill in. Um, it depends on what they're bolted into, Paulie. I have gotten like Allen heads out before. If they're the proud Allen heads, if they're button heads, you're gonna have to strip it down and get in there with a drill or something, so that you can spin them out. But if they're proud Allen heads, like I have lots of bolts on my desk, like these ones. If they're like that, you can actually get a pipe grips onto it and just turn it out really slowly. I have done that before. Just be careful. Uh, so yeah. Test T-Bot 1 went around the world in the Jigsaw, no excuse. T-Bot 1 is shorter than me, though. He is shorter than me. And Italy or Spain is rookie. Yeah, they're rookie levels. But did you ever see Teapot's video on how much it cost him to go around the world? I do not have that kind of money, and I'm also like allergic to going asking people for sponsorship. So, um, I would right complete open. I would love to ride a bike around the world. I would love to take like 24 months and just take my time going around the world. Um, but I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's not going to be anytime soon. So, definitely not in the next 5 years anyway, because I kind of have an idea what I'm doing in the next 5 years. But one day I would love to get a ZX12R for the taller gentleman. Dylan, right? All joking aside, and you can ask Dean in Motomax Suspension this. That was one of the bikes I was looking at in Germany. ZX12R was one of the ones I was looking at. I did message a seller about one. They didn't get back to me. A bike that is firmly on the list because they're absolutely badass. Lewis, yes, Portugal's not. Yeah, they're very expensive in Portugal. Very expensive. Do you use the metadata download at your Instagram, Crumbly? No. To be honest, Crumbly, I suck at Instagram. You've probably noticed. I I don't like I make videos and clips and stuff for Instagram when I remember to, which is why you get them when I'm in the shed generally because I'm alone in the shed and I'm kind of like I'll talk to my phone for a minute. That's fine. But otherwise, no, I don't do anything particularly fancy with Instagram. I just make some pictures and stuff. Um, Tomash, that's cool. I'll let you know when I'm in Letterkenny. I would write anything really. Do absolutely. Do you mean Kilkenny though? I do not live in Letterkenny. That is very far away from where I am. But yeah, if you're in Kilkenny, let me know. DOE, nice Bandit 1200 suits the taller man. I would happily have a Bandit 1200. They're cool bikes. How many miles on the Falco? Hold on, I'll tell you now because I added about 1200 miles to it, bringing it home. It's 46,000 divided by 1.61. There's 28,000 miles on the Falco, and yeah. Chris Gray, rubber band, Paulie, if not Hex said. Yeah, just Paulie, if you didn't see that, a rubber band as well across the head and shove the screwdriver up into it, or the Allen up into it. So rubber band across, or a latex rubber glove, jam it up in there, and it might give you enough purchase to turn them out. If it's under the headlight, it shouldn't be in there. It shouldn't be welded in there anyway. Hopefully, it's possible to get out. Yeah, so if it's a button top, do what Chris said. Latex glove or a rubber band, jab the Allen in there and just do what you can. Big Pezza, get back to fixing your own bike. tomorrow. But after our conversation, I'm firmly thinking about just not fixing that light because the bike runs otherwise. So it's just like put it back together and be done with it. I did the clutch. The clutch is the main thing. Pierre Olaf Creamer, how do you fit on these super bikes? I tried riding Gixxer 1000R and it was a disaster. I'm 6'9". You're 6'9". Well, you've 2 inches on me, so that doesn't help. But I just take breaks. I mean, I don't fit on the Gixxer well at all, and kind of 30 minutes is the max I could do on the Gixxer without getting off and stretching my legs. But I think it just comes down to what you want to do. I want to ride those bikes. I absolutely love sports bikes. I always have. Um, One day I probably won't be able to ride them anymore because I have a thing with my hip. So I just make do for now, and um, I absolutely love them. So the bit of discomfort is worth it. There are things you can do. You can change your handlebars. You can change your rear sets. But I look, they're not made to fit people as tall as us. So you just kind of have to accept that you're going to be a little less comfortable. And don't be, the thing is as well, if you're out with a group, just stop when you need to stop. Because if I go too far, I'm going to cramp. So when I need to stop, I'm stopping. Ed, my son Seven expressed interest in riding pillion. I'm not sure. Many people who bring their kids along. I'm thinking short trips, 20 minutes max. I don't know in person many people who bring their kids along. If I had a kid, I definitely would bring them along. Um, Obviously, you're just going to change your riding style. It's the same as bringing anyone on pillion. I think, obviously, it's your son. You'd know is he sensible enough to understand he can't start flailing his arms around. But Dad and Mad, a channel on YouTube, Dad John has brought Mad, his daughter, on the bike plenty of times, and it's worked out really well from them. That's the only person really I know in personal experience who's done it. But yeah, Dad and Mad, worth checking out and worth asking John, to be honest, because I'm sure he'd have a hell of a lot of tips um, on how to handle it, because he's done it. He's done it for years. Anabolic. I'm surprised you don't own a Busa. Soon, soon. One day, I'm just gonna walk in and ruin my life by buying a brand new Busa on pay as you go or PCP. I would love one. Dennis Brown. I ride a TL1000R. Very nice bike. And just bought an SRAD 600. Forgot how tiny they are. So much fun. What do you recommend in doing SRAD first upgrade wise? They are quite small. Number one. First upgrade wise, I mean, I don't know, just tidy the bike up and ride it. If you enjoy the bike as it is, they don't really need upgrades. They're a fantastic bike. An exhaust, if it doesn't have an aftermarket exhaust, they sound phenomenal with an aftermarket exhaust. So that'd be something to do. Other than that, just give it a refresh. Go through the suspension, get that working well. Um, like you have the 4-piston calipers on the 600, so they're better calipers. So you're straight off, you're onto a winner. But really, yeah, the bike doesn't need much after that, in my opinion. Obviously, the quick shifter that I added adds a lot of fun. I do not regret that. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. But yeah, they're just good bikes. So it depends on what you want to use it for. If you want to put it on track, I would say steering damper, and yeah, other than that, an exhaust. I think they work fine. Lewis, the isolation shed is good to work on bikes and put stuff. Yeah, yeah. As soon as I started feeling well enough to be down there, I've just been down there every night because thankfully, Freeman's had a load of parts in for me. Toaster collected them for me the day I was coming home from Germany, and then obviously I got COVID coming home from Germany for work because I was there for work. I assume that's where I caught it, but I had a box full of parts to fit to the Falco and the Gixxer, so I'm pretty happy with that. Paulie, bolt at the back is spot welded to the frame. Oh, okay. Best of luck. Best of luck, Paulie. Best of luck. Dylan, did you order some new pipes for Falco? Or are you going to stick with the standard ones? So, no, I haven't ordered any yet. I do want to order some. The problem is they're all very expensive. Even the GPR ones, well, they're not very expensive. I mean, in real terms, they're pretty cheap for what they are. There's a bit of manufacturing that goes into them. The thing is with them, obviously, I wanted to do the discs first. I wanted to get the bike right first. And I don't mind the standard cans. So they're on the long finger at the moment, but I would like to get them sooner rather than later. But we'll see. I'd love to find a pair of the Leo Vince ones. They look fantastic and sound fantastic. Other than that, I'll go with GPR. But I've heard mixed reviews on GPR. So if anyone has used GPR, let me know. Column, you have 2 inches on me, similar to I read that out. Well played. What do you think of the Aprilia 750 Shiver as a runabout? To be honest, runabouts. I mean, if it's something that you want, get whatever you like as a runabout. Personally, I mean, I use my CBF 1000 as a runabout. It's my everything bike, so it really depends on what you want. Just buy the bike you want and use it for whatever you're going to use it for. That's what they're for. So if you wanted a pretty 750 Shiver as a runabout, buy it as a runabout. And just enjoy it. Paulie, thank you, Tiny. No problem. Let me know. Do you get the bolt sorted? I'm interested now. I'm invested. Pierre, whenever you love a thing, you make it happen. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a while, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of things on my mental list I'd like to do soon, so it's just a matter of prioritizing them. We'll see. Ed, will you organize a big tour like Richie Vida, Tour and Picos and Spanish Cube? Probably not. I mean, Richie has his own kind of tour company, and Teapot obviously works with a lot of people doing tours. Um, I don't have the ability to do that right now. But who knows for the future? I don't know. That's it's a possibility. I'd love to do tours, but the thing is, for me, the perfect amount of bikes on a tour is like 4/5. Any more than that, and it gets a bit more complicated. So, one day would I do tours with a couple of people organized? Maybe. But the thing is, I have a lot of friends who want to do tours, so I might just do it with them. I don't know. I think there's a huge amount of organization that goes into that sort of thing, like what Richie does and what Teapot does, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like a hell of a lot of organization. So unless I didn't have my job anymore, I don't think so. Not anywhere in the near future, anyway. Tomach Kilkenny Law. Sorry, do you still have the biff? Yeah, you're grand. I don't remember where I live half the time. I do still have the CBF. Yes. No plans for that to go anywhere right now, unless someone makes me a really good offer for it, because um, it just does everything for me. It's my commuter bike. It's my touring bike. It's my two-up bike. I don't have a second seat on any of the rest of my bikes at the moment, so yeah, it's staying where it is for now. Anyway, definitely, I love that thing. Those CBF thousands are so underrated. So underrated. Dylan, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And the thing is, I don't have the heart to make it a two into one, because I love the twin pipe look. I know they're heavier. I know there's power benefits to going two into one and all that stuff, but it's still, they look nice. They're balanced. You know what I mean? It's nice and symmetrical with an exhaust each. Paulie, I'll send you a photo of the bolt tonight. I'm upgrading to. Yeah, do. And actually, if you took out the rear wheel and got it up on a paddock stand or something, do you think you could get in with a drill? Because that might be an option too. Dennis, thanks for the advice on the SRAD. No problem. And send me a message if you want any more advice on an SRAD. I'm always on Instagram. Belt on a message, no problem. Cahill, ever think of a subscriber right out as a group? Yes, I want to do that this year. I've said in someone asked me that recently on either Instagram or for the Q&A I did earlier in the year. Um, yes, I want to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to organize that sooner rather than later, especially now that all restrictions and all that stuff is gone and people are more comfortable meeting up in groups and stuff. So yeah, absolutely, I would like to. Um, but again, it's just a case of looking at numbers, because I don't want to be going out with a group of like 100, because you don't get to talk to anyone, and you know what I mean. So it might be a case of organizing some form of ride out in different smaller groups, and then everyone meet up at one spot and get some food or something, and everyone can have a chat. Ed CBR 650R, do you ever ride one? What you think? I have not ridden one of the newer ones. I don't think. No, I haven't. I haven't. I was supposed to once, but I didn't get a chance. Um, I think they look like really nice bikes. Lovely engine for the road. They're just great. Like, but to be honest, you can't really go wrong with a Honda anyway most of the time. But I think they're a good looking bike. I think it's a nice engine, and yeah, I would happily ride one anyway and see what I thought of it. If I get a chance to, I will. Peer at 50,000 subscribers. Give me about 15 years, and maybe I'll get to 50,000 subscribers. If I hit 50,000, maybe I'll maybe I'll organize some tours. Who knows? But that's so far away. I don't need to think about it. Call class to be the first one there. Thanks. Good to. I hope to see people soon. It'd be good to meet up with more people. Put faces to the names. Um, That'd be nice. And we might even get like the meetup place to be somewhere like where the Bula Bus food place is, because everyone needs to try those loaded fries. They're so good. They're so good. Dylan, I have a 99 Blackbird and wouldn't go the single pipe route either. Yeah, meet up, full Irish and a mug of tea. Sounds good. Sounds good. And yes, Blackbirds look good with twin cannons. They just do. Um, I know. Look again. I know you saved like actually a very interesting one who did. I don't know if there's anyone else who's on here right now. Watch him, but Monkey Butt. He's a good friend of mine. I can see scars from my tangling with the clutch and the jixer. But he bought a brand new Hayabusa, and he recently switched from the dual exhaust to the single. And I mean, he saved something incredible, like 15 kilos. So I think it makes a lot more sense on the super modern bikes that have ridiculous amount of emissions restrictions and stuff. That honestly, I'd love to see someone weigh them up, like how much they cost to make emissions wise versus the benefit to the world, especially since we all take them off as quickly as we can generally anyway. Well, not we all, some of us do, not everyone. Um, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But there's benefits. There's benefits to going 2-into-1 or 4-into-1. Stephen, yes, I actually meant to message you about that. We'll do that. We'll do that soon after work someday because I've been meaning to do it for ages. It's just I got sent to Germany 3 times this year with work already, and obviously I went myself then on purpose. So I actually I've been gone for like a month out of the 2.5 months we've had. So yeah, but we'll do that. We'll do that soon. Brian, would you ever do a review on a Bandit 1200? I'd review anything. If you give me a bike, if it has 2 wheels and an engine, I'd ride it. I might not review it, but I would definitely review a Bandit 1200. Absolutely. I've ridden one before. I think they're a very nice bike. I'm not a massive fan of the Bandit 600, but the Bandit 1200 I think is a fantastic bike. So yes, I would review it. No problem. Any more questions? I won't drag this on. As soon as everyone kind of has enough of it, has no more questions, we can call it a night, and I will go to bed and hopefully be even more better tomorrow because I want to ride my bikes this weekend. So yeah, hopefully this the dread plague pisses off soon. It'd be nice. Ed Melter, I was thinking of riding down through France to Spain. Is motorway driving tough? Motorway driving isn't tough. It's boring. I don't like motorways. I avoid them if at all possible. The only time I use them is for making up time. Like for instance, I when I was coming back from Germany, I had X amount of time to do X amount of distance, so I had to use some motorways. But it's not tough. No, no. It again depends on your bike. Depends on your relative level of fitness. But no, it's not tough. It's just a case of tipping out on the motorway, doing whatever speed you're comfortable doing, and taking breaks when you need to stretch your legs. Because that's the one thing. The one thing about the motorway is obviously if you're on a back road, you're moving around, you're shifting your weight a bit. But on a motorway, you don't get to do that. You're locked in one position a lot of the time, so you do need to stop and stretch, and that's the one thing to bear in mind. But no, you'd be well able for it, I'd say. Paulie, do yes, I would love to see that bike in person. Chris, what's the plans for the year? Oh geez, you don't want to know. Like there's too much stuff up here. Can't give it all away. But more track days in Mondello anyway. that's probably what you want to hear anyway. So yeah, I will be up again. Hopefully in April. I'll probably bring the Aprilia for one of them anyway and just give it a go. Colin, best place in Kilkenny for a pint, one of our one night stops and trims. Clears pub in Irish Town. I love Clears. Clears is a great pub. Brewery Corner is another great pub that I like. Um, Paris, Texas is a lovely pub. They do good food as well. I'm probably forgetting loads now. We'll leave it at those three, but there's probably way more. Ed, I've no interest in France. I just want to go to the Pyrenees. Yeah, fair enough. Just skip through France, motorway it down, and hit up the Pyrenees. Um, that'd be good. That'd be good. Test is much speed enforcement in Germany and France. Heard they're ruthless in France. Yes, I heard the same that they're ruthless in France, and I rode past a couple of checkpoints, even though I wasn't actually in France that long. So stick to the speed limit in France. And I've spent like collectively about 9 months in Germany, mostly for work. And the thing about the Germans, and I think they're perfectly sensible, is the Germans have sensible speed limits on their roads. So like the back roads through the mountains and stuff are often 100. There's unlimited sections on the autobahn, and they do enforce strictly the speed limited areas, in my experience. And I think they're dead right because they have sensible speed limits most places. It's not like Ireland where you have absolutely ridiculous speed limits some places. But yeah, no, they. I would just say in Germany you have the places you can have fun there, and don't speed through towns and stuff. If it's a 50 zone, it's a 50 zone, and you should be absolutely fine. Then in France, though, yeah, I didn't break the speed limit in France. Not that I ever break the speed limit. But yeah, I just wouldn't advise it. Pierre, in my garage, there's a Bandit 1200S waiting since 2014 to get back in the street. Well, you'd have to get to it. That poor bike is in there. It's crying. It's looking out at the sunshine, waiting to go for a spin. So give it a go. Hardy Throttle Juice, hello, you two, whichever one of you or both of you is on. How are the both of you? And enjoy your day at work. Oh yeah, you're pretty much the opposite to us, aren't you? So you're probably like opposite -2. 8 a.m. I'm gonna say it's like 8:30 there, maybe. I don't know. Ed Melter, Lanigan's pub. Yeah, Lanigan's is okay. Not a pub I actually go to very much, but nice pub as well. Pier and stop at the stop signs in France. It has cost me €90. Oh, I did not. I always just kind of look and breeze through stop signs. So that's good. That's very good. Anabolic, your bike gets confiscated if you exceed 30 kilometers an hour in Australia. Huh? 30 kilometers an hour? Seriously? The person who asked the question at the very top, test it was, would ever live in Australia? I don't think so anymore. 30 kilometers an hour. What? But if you go out like mountainy um areas, are there lots of cops out in mountainy areas like back roads and stuff, or do they just stick to the cities where they should be? Let me know. Well, hello, Roger. I was wrong by 1 hour. Yeah, I knew you're like opposite, and then obviously there's like what 3 time zones in Australia at least. So yeah, 9:35. I was pretty close. Enjoy your day anyway. I hope you have a good one, and say hello to Rochelle as well. Dan, yeah, 30. Yeah, but 30 kilometers an hour isn't far. Like if you're doing 100, if you're in a 100 zone, 130. That's like a little bit fast. A little bit fast. That's it's not a joke. Okay, well, might have to rethink any plans for Australia. hmm Roads of Oz, they stick to popular areas where motorcyclists. Yeah, of course they do, because motorcyclists are the worst things that could possibly happen to the world. Going a little fast. You know, here's a little rant. Okay, why is it that motorcycles are stuck to the same speed limits that the likes of a Nissan Micra or a Dacia Sandero are? I mean, a Dacia Sandero is far more dangerous than like a brand new CBR 1000 or something doing 100 kilometers an hour. CBR can probably stop quicker. I actually don't know could it stop quicker. Need to do a brake test. New sports bike versus car. I'm actually going to try to do that. Generally, if you're on going fast on a bike, you probably know what you're doing. Not all the time. Um, but yeah, just it pisses me off that they literally pick the lowest common denominator and make the rules for that. Like, why not have graded speed limits if you're a bike 20% more? Anyway, that stuff annoys me. Can be a lot of cops in mountain areas, not always though. Okay. So I'll just have to like do a few run passes if I do go to Australia and just check it out. Rod, I haven't heard this 30K thing over in Oz. You're gonna get your bike taken off you. I assume it might be like a regional thing because Australia is absolutely colossal. So maybe it's in a particular region they do that. I don't know. Anabolic, if you could confirm, please. And yeah, that's it. But yeah, I don't know. Speeding annoys me a lot because it's most of the rules are stupid. Most of them are absolutely stupid, and they annoy me because I want to go fast. And it's even like it's very judgmental of the police. Some people like drinking all the time. Some people like doing other vices. I like going fast. What's why do they go against us? It's pretty harsh. We should be allowed to go fast if we want. What's the thing? What's the word? Oppressed. There you go. They're oppressing people who like going fast. Now, Pierre, what about the Nurburgring? I would love to do the Nurburgring, but the only thing is the Nurburgring on a motorcycle looks absolutely terrifying. I'd still do it though. I would actually consider riding back over on a bike and doing the Nurburgring. Yeah. Roads of Oz in New South Wales, your license is suspended instantly if you're doing. That's crazy. Like, do they know 30 kilometers an hour over is like okay? If you're doing 30 kilometers an hour over, 50 kilometers an hour. Fair enough, because that's nearly double. Excuse me. Well, not nearly double, but you know what I mean. It's poor. But like 30 kilometers an hour over like a 100 or 120 is nothing. Like it really should be a kind of a percentage thing. 30 kilometers an hour is arbitrary and illogical. There, I said it, and you can tell the Australian police I said that because it's silly. You're too efficient at monitoring your chat. Well, thank you. It's because I speak really fast, and also there's 20 people here. It's good amount. Um, Pierre, have you done the Nurburgring, Pierre? Because I would, and I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way, Pierre Olaf, Pierre Olaf, I assume. I would like to do it someday. Maybe on the Aprilia, ride the German bike back over to Germany and go around the Nurburgring and hopefully not die. Roger learned something today. Brian, do you know how to adjust the lights on the two? They're up in the sky nearly. Yeah, there should be twin adjusters on them. So there's an adjuster for your like your tilt like that. I'm gonna try to do that. There's an angle for that, and then there's also an adjuster for up and down. So there's two little dials generally. If you locate them, it's just a case of parking it in front of a wall and figuring out where they should be. Generally, you'd be pretty okay doing it by guesswork, but bring it out for a spin on the road. A good kind of judge is go 5 meters back from the wall, and I think it should be 5 meters back and like the same level at that point, or slightly down. It's like 10% drop. You can probably look up the specs for your particular lights, but yeah, there's little twin adjusters generally per light to move them. You did it with the band. It's scary shit. Yeah, I can imagine. I've seen videos. It looks terrifying, especially with cars there, because I just don't trust cars. And obviously, like, there's a big difference between like having an accident and bikes coming after you, and having an accident and massive 2 tons of metal and crushingness coming at you. So yeah, the Nurburgring would it would be scary, but I'd still do it. I think it'd still be very very cool. So maybe one day we'll see. But yeah, it'd be worth doing. I think definitely. So I think we're quietening down in the chat, which suits me fine because I want to go to bed soon. Um, the two winners, by the way, in case they're in the lobby, was Tommy Monaghan won the Dango Designs gripper mount. If you want to buy one, like I said, Gorilla 10% off. Same with Ultimate add-on stuff is Gorilla 10 for 10% off. And I sent him a message anyway. What is the man's name? What's his? I can't remember. That's why I commented straight away. Um, but yeah, so congratulations to the two winners. 2.5 hours from my home. That's cheating. That's unfair. Shouldn't be that close. It should be further away, like I am. It's only fair. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning into the live stream. I do appreciate it. If you think of anything you wanted to ask me after this is over, just send me a message, leave a comment on this. I do reply to almost everything. I just ignore stuff that's silly generally, which is very rare that I get those. And yeah, if you've stayed with me for the whole thing, thank you very much. If you stayed with me for a little bit of it, thank you very much. And hopefully I'll be able to have a video out for Friday, but I will let you all know in the community tab if I still have not gotten myself together enough to do that. But fingers crossed, we'll be back to normal videos soon. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Adios.